Shalom, shalom. Let me know if you guys can hear me. All praises to the Most High. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Like I say, we are live. We are live. It's a little later than I usually do, but it's okay. You know, some things you just gotta just hop on, to be honest. So, yes, let me know if you guys can hear me pretty well. Let me check it real quick. Yes. So you guys can hear me. So, yes. Make sure you like the video when you come in the chat. In this live, look, I'm gonna be doing something special. I'm gonna actually read from this crash course, chapter 10, when it comes down to ETFs and things like that. If you don't know what an ETF is, just stay around, stick around, and you will get some education from this. Yes, greetings, all praises to the Most High. It's a beautiful day. This is one of the beautiful spots that we like to come to. We got the trees in the back, the wind is blowing, the sun is shining, getting his vitamin D. So all praises for that. Shalom, shalom, everyone. If you are just now entering the chat, make sure you like the video. Let me know where you are tuning in from, guys. This is the day Yahuwah has made, so we will be glad in this day. We will rejoice and be glad in this day. So all praises to the Most High. This is beautiful. Like, I love it. I love it. I love it. Check this out, guys. The pool looks nice. As you guys can see, the water is almost at the top because it has been raining a lot. It has been raining a lot. So here where we are in Mauritius, it's been raining pretty much every day. So, if this sun continue to stay out, I might jump in the pool. So you guys might see that. So stick around, stick around. But that's something, I can't jump in the pool with my phone or the camera right now. So yeah, I have to get the GoPro or something like that. But yeah, man, this pool is looking better and better each day because it's heating up and things like that. So yeah. So today, guys, all praises. If you are just now entering the chat, make sure you like the video. Let me know where you are tuning in from. Let me see. So yeah. So today I'm going to kind of break down ETFs, right? The beginners, investors. Let me see. This is a secret weapon in a way. If you don't know what ETFs are, um, it is multiple companies in one. So it's just like a bundle of multiple companies that will be moving the chart. So you can, of course, if you know what Apple is, that's just one single company, right? Of course, you can invest in Apple. And did you guys hear about what Apple did? So this is why I say when you start to pay attention to big money moves like Apple, they just uh, rise their prices, right? They the iPad is more, the laptops is more, the phone's going to be more. So that should tell you something where the economy is going, where these big companies, if they are raising their prices because they have to, that should tell you, man, this inflation is going to get worse and worse. When things like that happens, you got to consider to invest in these companies because um, they're going to be pouring money into it. You get what I'm saying? So that's something very important to realize. But Apple is one company, it's one stock. Of course, you can invest in that, right? There's ETFs, where it's multiple companies where you can invest in, and it's going to grow that chart, right? So for beginners, I will say ETFs is probably better than like one individual stock. If you are trading one individual stock, I would say go the option way. That's something that I'm working on right now to break down how to trade options, because that is something that a lot of people do. And if you know what you're doing, that could grow your money a lot. But you got to have some money because that basis that goes into contracts and things like that. So I'm going to try to do another crash course when it comes down to contracts. So just say like futures, just say like I guess you could say commodities like gold, silver, and stuff, or just say like the Nasdaq 100. The Nasdaq 100 is 100 powerful companies usually like tech companies around the world, that moves that chart. You get what I'm saying? So basically, I guess you can think of the Nasdaq 100 as an ETF also. So guys, look, let me know if you guys can hear me, because I'm trying to yell because it's loud. There's some construction going on right behind me. As you see, the wind is blowing, so I'm not sure if you guys can hear me. I got the mic right here. I am a soft-spoken person, so please let me know. Leave a one in the chat right now. Someone just let me know. Hey, you're cool. Keep it going. Keep it going. So all praises. If you are just now tuning in, make sure you like the video. Make sure you let me know where you are tuning in from. So all praises to the Most High, guys. It's a beautiful day. But yes, so ETFs, right? So what if you could own 100 companies? So when you are investing in the stock market, you basically are owning the stock, right? If a stock is $80 and you put $80 on that stock, that means that you own one share of the stock. You get what I'm saying? So you can do 160. That means that you're going to own two shares of the stock. You get what I'm saying? So what if you can own multiple companies at once? That is what an ETF is. So I'm reading right from my crash course right here, 16 chapters. Check the links in the description. It's 80 pages. This is going to be chapter 10. So chapter 10 right now, we have 6 pages just on chapter 10, just kind of breaking down what ETFs is. So imagine walking into an ice cream shop. The owner asks, would you like one flavor or sample of everything? Most people would love to try a little of everything, right? Now let's apply that idea to investing. What if instead of buying one company, you could buy dozens or even hundreds of a company all at once? That's exactly what an ETF allows you to do. So what is an ETF, right? An ETF stands for exchange traded funds, right? Sounds complicated, but it's actually very simple. An ETF is a collection of investments bundled together into one investment. Think of it like a basket. You get what I'm saying? Think of it like a basket. Inside the basket, you could have stocks, banks, technology companies, healthcare companies, industrial companies, and much more, to be honest. So this is why I say, like, this is why I keep coming on here, because it's always like a cycle that's happening, right? I'll say at the beginning of the year, we hear some good stocks like Nvidia and stuff, but Nvidia actually, what does Nvidia make? It makes chips, right? So after Nvidia, you're probably going to be going into the AI chips. So just imagine if you invested into Nvidia, you let your profits grow, you sell Nvidia off when the time comes. This is where technical analysis comes in. This is where fundamentals comes in, and then you can move that profit into another sector like AI chips. You get what I'm saying? Or data centers, right? And then once uh, that start to make you profit, so you're just profiting because you know the cycles. You get what I'm saying? You just know the cycles. So you're profiting from Nvidia, then you move it to another sector of technology, so you profit from that. And then once you realize, okay, what does the data centers need? What kind of machinery does the data centers need? Then you move it to some companies, some ETFs. You get what I'm saying? That involves the machinery, the wiring from the AI data centers, right? And then you profit from that, and now you move it to another sector, because this is going on, Q2, there's a lot of earnings that's coming out from companies. Now it's going to be Q3 pretty soon. So throughout the whole year, and this is every year, guys, this is every year this happens. So that's why I say, once you get the knowledge, once you get the understanding, you will start to be like, okay, this cycle is happening. I'm paying attention to the right people. These people are talking about this. Let me move my profits and what I gain over to these sectors, over to this ETF, or over to this company real quick, because we know that Micron, just say Micron was it beat Nvidia. It beat Nvidia last year. It made so much money. So at the beginning of this year, Micron, this is a company that deals with technology and things like that, and like the, how can I put it, the details of what NVIDIA needs. You get what I'm saying? NVIDIA is the brains. Micron is what goes into the brains, like that allows it to be a brain, if that makes sense. So actually, I believe beginning or maybe the end of last year, the beginning of this year, their market cap was 9 million or 9 billion. I want to say million. I'm gonna have to check that out, but 9 million. Let's just say million. No, I think it's billion. I think it's billion because it is a big company. By the next quarter, right, it went to 42 billion. So that is like a 3 times 4x right there, 5x. So if you invested when that company was, at a certain price, man, you would have made some gains. But that's something to really think about. It's always going to be a cycle every single year, but you just got to do your research. You got to listen to the right people and stuff. So this is why I say, make sure you check the links in the description, because it is important to know these things. It's important to, know stocks, banks, technology companies, healthcare companies, and industrial companies, right? And it's just so much more. I tell you, it's so much more. Um, when you buy one ETF, you're often buying pieces of many different companies at the same time. Okay. So think of an ETF like a fruit basket. Imagine you go to the grocery store, you could buy, just say, one apple, or you can buy, a basket that's filled with different fruits. A single stock is like buying one apple. ETF, um, if one fruit isn't doing well, the other helps balance things out. That's one reason ETFs are popular among beginners. So even if one company has a bad day, the other companies will hold an ETF stock up. So that is something to really consider. It's really considered. So, like I say, all this information right now is coming from chapter 10 of my crash course when it comes to investing and trading in uncertain times. So it's a 16 chapter um, crash course, 80 pages. Chapter 10 is probably one of the longest. I believe it's like 6 pages long, 7 pages long. So you just have to check the links, man. Support, because look, July 19th or July 18th, that's when the deal's going to be over. So right now it is $98. Like I say, I did put a lot of energy into this, a lot of time, a lot of research. It just everything that I know about investing and trading. So this is something that is it's a deal. It's a deal. So July 18th, the deal's going to be over, but July 19th, we get a free you get a free Zoom call. So any questions, I'm going to be naming a lot of ETFs that is coming up that people should be paying attention to. So that's just a bonus. It's basically like my usual consultations. So if someone wants to learn how to invest and trade, it's going to be over $100, right? Close to 150, right? And that's just one-on-one Zoom. But this 98, you get this information, you get this crash course, and you get a free Zoom call. So you really can't beat that. You really can't beat that. So if you ever wanted to talk to me one-on-one, this is the best way to do it, to be honest. So just real quick, I'm just gonna end with this. So chapter 10 takeaways. So after every chapter, there's going to be takeaways, like a motivational takeaway. ETFs are one of the most powerful tools available to beginner investors, right? They're diversified, right? It's simple, low stress, long-term growth potential, easy access to many companies, right? You don't need to find the next $1 million stock. You don't need to predict every market move. You you simply need a strategy, and the discipline follows. So remember, Successful investing isn't usually about being the smartest person in the room. It's often about being the most consistent. And ETFs can help make consistency much easier. So that's just something, um, or that's from chapter 10. I read a couple pages from that, and yeah, check the links in the description, guys. Check the links in the description. If you are just now tuning in, make sure you like the video. Greatly appreciate it. Make sure you let me know where you are tuning in from. Let me know where you are tuning in from. I love to see where everyone is tuning in from. We see someone here. They said, yes, shalom, greetings from the USA. Which part in the USA? Golden Gold 5676. USA, Connecticut, Jamaica in the house. It's 12:21 here. Where you at? It is 9:30 a.m. As you see, the sun is shining. The heat is coming. I'm getting my vitamin D, getting my healing, letting the Most High do what He do. It's just bless this day, right? So yeah, but yeah, that's my little spiel when it comes down to the easiest way, especially for beginners to get into investing, is probably ETF. So, like say, if you need information, check the links in the description. I believe that's one of the best things that people can take advantage of right now. What we're pushing out right now is that crash course when it comes down to investing, when it comes down to trading. So yeah, but yeah, guys, look, man, man, it's a lot of things going on, right? So it's a lot of things going on. I feel like if it's not one thing, it's another. This is why I say, um, what's happening in the world. Just say with the earthquakes, with the volcanoes erupting in Italy. You get what I'm saying? With Europe heating up, that's something big. I just saw a news headline where um, it was more than a thousand deaths in Europe. More than 1,000 deaths in Europe because of the heat. So that's something, man. That's something I believe is signs that people need to take into consideration. And you know, as you know, with the war. So this is Monday for me. I know it might be Sunday or late or early Monday for a lot of people that's tuning in right now. But yeah, when the market opened, it didn't really do a lot. It's pretty much consolidating. Last week, the last couple weeks, it's been the market has been selling off. Um, there's a lot of things that's happening with the war. Um, that's why I say when you start to learn the how money moves, right? Um, you start to realize fundamentals and what they bring out with the news. Hey, peace talks this, peace talks that. Oh no, ceasefire. Oh, they just bomb ships. So this is all a market play. That's why I say this is all a market play, especially if you are in the market. That's why I tell people get in the market. Get in the market, learn these things because you can take advantage. You can allow your money to make money. You can allow your finances to grow off what's going on. But last couple of weeks, it's been the market has been selling off. So this is why I say you have to be diversified. Of course, you can invest in stocks and stuff, but if you are trading the Nasdaq, if you are trading the S&P 500, you get what I'm saying? If you are trading energy stocks and things like that, you can benefit from it all. You really can. You can benefit from it all. So of course you can, if your stock is going down or the ETF, that's why I say ETFs is better than stocks right now, because if one company is doing bad, the other five companies is probably going to be holding it up. You get what I'm saying? But just say the market is going down, right? You can trade the Nasdaq and make profit when the market is going down. So if you have a couple hundred in the Nasdaq and you trade that, you trade $100 at it, like with it, as the market goes down, you are profiting as the market goes down. So that's why I say you have to diversify. You have to know what you're doing. So I hear a lot of people saying, yes, the market is selling off these hedge funds. This is one of the biggest numbers that hedge funds been selling. I think it's like billions of dollars from the last couple of weeks. Hedge funds been selling off. So this means that when the hedge funds sell off, when big companies sell things in their companies, billions of dollars, that means retail is going to be buying. That's like me and you, retail. But you could take advantage of that. You don't have to buy what they sell, because what they sell, there's going to be someone buying, right? If it sells, someone going to buy, right? So that's why I say learn how to trade, because you can take advantage of it all. The Nasdaq was going down, take advantage of it. Boom, put your sell in. Boom, it goes down 100 points, 200 points. Bam, you're good. Gold's been going down. Sell gold. Boom, you're making profit. You get what I'm saying? And then when it starts to consolidate, boom, you buy and ride it back up. So little things like that. That's why I say get behind the scenes so you can know what to do, so you know what broker to use, so you know how to move your money around, invest in ETFs, trade Nasdaq, trade gold, trade forex. So things been going on with the U.S. dollar. I know we got to pay rent soon, so I hope the U.S. dollar just continue pumping. I'm telling you, when the U.S. dollar pump, that's good for us because we're spending less U.S. dollar, but our rent is going to be the same. So, or the Mauritian ruby is going to be the same, but as the U.S. dollar is pumping, that means that we are going to have to pay less U.S. dollars for rent. So, for example, if our rent is $1,200, right? Usually, it's still going to be 55,000 Mauritian rubies. So the owner gets 55,000 Mauritian rubies no matter what. But as the dollar is pumping, that means that we might pay $1,100 this month. You get what I'm saying? So that's why I say outside of America, your dollar will stretch longer, especially if the dollar is doing good. Inside of America, if the dollar is doing good, it really doesn't matter because that's inflation. You're still going to be paying US dollar in America. So you got to take advantage of being outside of America, or take advantage of the US dollar outside of America. That's very, very important, guys. So all praises. Let me see. Let me see. Yeah, guys. So 6 years ago, like I'm saying, we decided to move abroad because we could see what's coming. And I know the Most High, He gives us a lot of downloads. And when I say downloads, it can be dreams, it can be vision, it can be like a calling, a pulling, like what's going on right now. And this is what we've been feeling for the past couple of weeks. Like it's a shift that's happening. I'm not sure if anyone else feels this shift. Comment below and let me know. Like, yeah, something is off. I feel off. I feel more tired, or you know, something just has been like irking me, or just things feel so heavy. You get what I'm saying? So let me know in the comments. Let me know in the comments. If you are just now tuning in, make sure you like the video, and let me know where you are tuning in from. So yeah, moving abroad lower our expenses for sure. It really has. We are a family of 8 now. When we first moved abroad, we were a family of 5. We had 3 children. Um, Now we are a family of 8. And even with inflation going on, depending on the country that you choose, guys, a family of 8 right now, just my family, my household, we can spend $2,000 to $3,000 a month and be good, and be extra good. You get what I'm saying? So that's a family of 8. That's 5 children. Or I guess I could say, yeah, 5 children eating. Well, I gotta say a family of 9 because my wife, she breastfeeds the baby, so she needs to eat a little bit more. You get what I'm saying? So I guess I can say 6 children that's eating. Um, yeah. Um, yeah. And that's okay. 2,000, 2,500 to $3,000 a month. That's good. I know if we were in America, man, our bills would be so much, homeschool. Because when you homeschool too, that means that you gotta feed them, right? That means that they gotta eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner. You get what I'm saying? So that's just another cost that I don't know if you homeschool or not, but that means that they eating, they drinking. So you gotta have your refrigerator stacked. So that's why I'm like, guys, I'm trying to do some good work here. All praises. Get the information when it comes down to investing. Um, you get a free Zoom call. We can chop it up. You join a Telegram group. Dang, I should put the link after the live. Just check the link in the description. I'll put the Telegram group down there. It's free. We talk about trading. Usually for me, I trade forex every day, or pretty much depending on the trade. If it's a swing trade or something like that. But pretty much every day I trade forex, Nasdaq 100, gold sometimes, and invest in ETFs and stocks. You get what I'm saying? Somebody commented and said, "I just sold my QQQ because of SpaceX," and yes, I can hear you. So yes, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Once you start to understand what's going on, especially with SpaceX, man, Elon Musk, he was a trillionaire for what, about like 4 or 5 days, but smart money investors knew what they was doing. They said, "Look, this thing's gonna pump up starting at 150." I don't know what the price is. I just know I'm not buying that until I see it around where it started at 150. Right? It started at 150, jumped up to 225. Everybody, all the big money people, boom, made they millions, made they billions. I think a couple people made billions off that. And got out the market. So that means that it's going to be dropping. That chart looked like a crypto chart right there. That was like a meme coin. That was really like a meme coin right there. Like, to be honest, like that chart, boop, and then next week, boop, drop down, and it's like, dang. But little things like that, you sell high, you buy low. So I'm just waiting to buy. It's a lot of talk that's going on right now. So this is why a lot of things are selling off too, is because SpaceX is trying to get into the Nasdaq. This is a big company. So the Nasdaq is actually, or the Nasdaq 100. I'll be talking to a lot of people, so I know some people know what I'm talking about, but most people don't. So the Nasdaq 100 is 100 companies, 100 tech companies that comes together pretty much like an ETF and move the market, right? So what's been recently happening with that, they have to make room for SpaceX, point blank period. They want SpaceX money to be in the Nasdaq. So the Nasdaq the last week has been selling off. Even yesterday when it opened up, it did dump down. I'm not sure what's it doing right now. I know it's Asia time right now, so it's probably consolidating before it pumps up. Um, so yeah, it's things like that where they be breaking rules for big money people, for trillionaires, for billionaires. They break rules just so they can get this money flowing into the market, right? So yeah, all praises, guys. Make sure you like the video if you are just now tuning in. Let me know where you are tuning in from. Greatly appreciate it. Make sure you check the links in the description, guys. The crash course with investing and trading is available. 16 chapters, 80 pages. I was just reading chapter 10 when it comes down, a couple pages from chapter 10, explaining what ETFs are, like the S&P 500. That's 500 powerful companies that moves that market. You get what I'm saying? The NASDAQ 100, that's 100 powerful companies that move that market. So little things like that you have to take advantage of, to be honest. And I would say this is the time to really know things. Donald Trump, he knows what he's doing. Just think about Donald Trump. Think about his past. He's been a millionaire for many, many years, right? For many years. So when people are in this space of making money, they invest, right? So the president of the United States, he knows what he's doing when it comes to the market. He's seen the market for many, many years. So what he's doing, you better pay attention to. You better get the understanding. You better get the knowledge. Get the knowledge. Please get the knowledge. I'm telling you, get the knowledge when it comes to investing, because what he's doing with the market, you really can. It's a transfer of wealth that's happening right now. But if you don't know what you're doing, I'm telling you, you're gonna be left behind. You don't want to wait too late for things to be like a basic income. So everybody's getting a certain amount of money, especially in America. You want to learn how to move your money around. You want to go with the cycle that happens with the market each quarter, every couple months. You get what I'm saying? You want to learn these things before it's too late, because when it's too late, you're just gonna be stuck with everybody else getting basic income. And I know there is I can break that down a lot, but I want to break it down to um I guess, how can I put it? Really, faith without works is dead. So if you really want to get out of a hole, if you really want to get out and make some money, be a little bit more wealthier than you was yesterday or last week or last month or last year. You get what I'm saying? This is the information. This is the knowledge that you need. This is what you need to invest in your mind. You get what I'm saying? I believe that's why my thumbnail was like this. Like, you got to really invest in your mind. You got to invest in yourself. You got to understand that wealth comes with knowledge. Knowledge is power. Power will allow you to have financial freedom. Like, really, it really does. So, James, the book of James tell us, faith without works is dead. So you got to do the work. You got to get this information. It's not enough to pray for financial freedom, right? You have to prepare. You have to study. You have to learn. You got to think of the parable of the talents teaches stewardship, right? The servant who put their resources to work were commended, right? The servant who buried what he had, did nothing with. My takeaway, my takeaway from this: do not bury your potential. Do not bury the like ignorance is okay. If you don't know something, that's okay. But if you continue to hear people and see things and they're telling you certain things and you continue to be ignorant, that's bad. So don't bury this information. You got to develop it. You got to grow it. Use wisdom. Please use wisdom with what you have been given. So I'm trying to give you guys the game. I'm trying to give you guys, hey, let's really grow this together, because if you grow, we all grow. Then our community can come together and build wealth as a nation. The Most High is just waiting on a lot of things. The Most High is waiting on His people to change their mindset. So it's important. I believe investing, point blank, period. No matter what it is, if that's entrepreneurship, if that's a business, if that is, you get what I'm saying? If you buy a new laptop or a tablet, an iPad or something, if you buy a new phone, you get what I'm saying? You still are investing in that because you're going to you want to make money off of it, right? So investing is everywhere. Even in the ebook, I was breaking down how I was a investor when I was a teenager, and I didn't even know it. I had my lawnmowers, I had my landscaping business, right? Before, like, I'll say 20 2015, 2016, that's when I started my landscaping business. And throughout the years, I was investing. I was investing in my lawnmower. I was investing in my weed eater. I was investing in my blower, my leaf blower. I was investing in the tools that I need to cut bushes and stuff. my hedge cutters and things like that. I was investing in that. I always kept up with it. I needed oil. I needed certain type of oil to make sure the weed eater runs smooth. You get what I'm saying? Gas for the lawnmower, gas for the car to ride around to please the clients that I had and things. So the more time you spend on investing, the more you the more the investment will grow. So even for example with me landscaping, I started with maybe like family, 2 or 3, 4, 5 yards that I had to cut, right? Not bad. Then I started to just go knock on doors and see what I can do when it comes down to building my customer base, right? Building my clientele. And then by 2020, by 2019, I would say I had at least like, I want to say like 35 yards that I was cutting. And that was just me. Sometimes my nephew would help me and things like that. But I had to keep up with that clientele, right? So little things like that. I didn't know I was a investor until a little bit later. But now that I know, okay, now I don't have to work as hard. I can let my money work for itself, right? So that's very important. So yeah, the biggest investment you ever make isn't in a stock. It's in your ability to make wise financial decisions. Because once knowledge is in your mind, nobody can take it away. Your move could be your next move could become your best move. So guys, I think that's pretty much it. If you are just now tuning in, make sure you like the video. Leave a comment below. Let me know where you are tuning in from. Thanks for joining me on this live. If you are tuning in a little bit later, comment. Let me see what can we comment. If you made it this far, let me see. Comment crash. Comment crash to let me know you made it this far. So check the links in the description, guys. Usually I try to do this a little bit earlier. I just woke up super late today, around like 7:30. Usually I'll be on the live like at 5 a.m. My time, because that's when I believe it's like, what's that, like 8 or 9 p.m. EST. So yeah, tomorrow I'll be live again talking about the same thing, trying to get some people to, because you got when it comes down to marketing too, some people need 21 touch points. Can you believe it? 21 times to hear something before they buy, before they do something, before they really investigate, right? They need to hear it 21 times. So that's something that I learned from my partner. You get what I'm saying? My business partner, my wife, my lover. You get what I'm saying? 21 touch points. And I'm like, dang, I really couldn't see it before, but now I'm starting to see it. I'm like, wow, this is some good information. So even that's why I say everything that my wife talk about, she gives free game out. We try to give this game out to you guys, so you will, if you are thinking about traveling abroad, if you are thinking about moving outside of America, these are the things that you need to do. These are the things that you need to do. So there are certain bank accounts that you need, that you can take advantage of outside of America, that you can invest in and things like that. So yeah, I'm telling you, get the information that we try to pour out to you guys. Like, just don't let it spill. Get your cup, fill it up, let it overflow. Let it overflow. So all praises to the Most High, guys. Make sure you like the video. See someone from Africa, okay, but in Puerto Rico. Yes, okay, that's wonderful. I know you are enjoying Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico is a beautiful place. Just be careful. Florida. So all praises, guys. We got someone from Jamaica, Connecticut, the USA. So all praises. Thanks for tuning in, guys. My phone or this camera's about to die, so I'm gonna have to get off of here. And yeah, check the links in the description. Check the links in the description. Greatly appreciate it. And I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Yeah, go scroll through our channel, see what type of videos that we are posting, because we're trying to post like 3 times a day. I'm telling you, we are in a time where consistency is the key. So be consistent, get the knowledge that you need, get the understanding that you need, and get the wisdom that you need, and move with the spirit of the Most High, move with purpose. So all praises to the Most High. I'll be talking to you guys in the next one. Shalom.